The Run Lift Mom podcast is brought to you by my efforts as a Zia Active independent representative and partners Hello Woofy for social media, Red H Nutrition, and Audible. Audible is the newest of this lineup, and if you want to try Audible free, all you've got to do is visit audibletrial.com/runliftmom. Welcome to the Run Lift Mom podcast, where we're talking about running, lifting, and momming, not necessarily in that order. And this is a special format of the Run Lift Mom podcast because it is a Saturday with Susie, a quick tip to save you time. I can't give you more time, but I sure can help you with the hacks that can help you prioritize and make the most of what you got. It is Friday, December 13th, aka Friday the 13th. I'm not a superstitious person, but it's raining all day today, and then it's also going to rain in big chunks tomorrow. And why does that concern me? Because I have a 12-hour race tomorrow. I am doing the Nutcracker endurance runs. It comes in different time options, so 3, 6, or 12 hours. I am opting for the 12-hour race. This is a different type of ultramarathon. So most ultramarathons have you do, or most races have you do a specific distance, i.e. 13.1, 26.2, 50K, 50 miles, and so on. This is a type of race that says instead of a certain distance, we need you to go a certain duration. And winner is the person who can run the most miles in that duration of time. It's a really cool concept, and it made a lot of sense for me for 2 reasons. Number 1, there is no way to fail here. Like, quite literally, the only way to get a DNF, or did not finish, is not to show up. If my body checks out at hour 10, I go home with the number of miles that I ran and I celebrate the fact that my body could accomplish that. I just love a race where everyone is getting a personal best or getting an achievement. I really dig that. Also, most of you know that I am training for a 100-mile race in March at Blackbeard's Revenge on the Outer Banks of North Carolina. This is going to be an opportunity for me for 12 hours to test out my pacing as well as my fuel, so the food and drink that I'm putting into my body, and it's really, really important. I'm going to be utilizing the Galloway method in that 100-mile race as well as tomorrow. And the Galloway method is a run-walk ratio. So I haven't quite decided if I'm going to do 9 minutes of running, 1 minute of walking, or 8 and 2, but all of the research points to Galloway providing really similar race times. And guys, this even works in like half marathons and full marathons. But you have tons of recovery benefits. Assuming you do it from the start, and yes, you do feel stupid at minute 9 stopping to take a walk break. But assuming that you do it from the start, the recovery benefits are clear. That's what I'm after in these really long efforts. So that's what I'm going to be testing out tomorrow. This is a really small, low-key race. It's going to be a lot of fun. They're encouraging folks to dress up in Christmas gear. Still deciding on that as well. I am really looking forward to this, but that rain needs to get it out of its system. I don't mind splashing through some mud puddles. I do mind things coming down from the sky as I'm running. I mean, I'll melt. Oh, what is that sound? That, guys, is the sound of rain coming down. That's right, rain coming down. It's been raining all night long. I'm told the trail isn't flooded out, but the roads definitely are, and it's wet. And it's going to continue to do this for a few hours. Here's the thing, though. This is a 12-hour race. It's a 12-hour race. It's going to rain for the first 2, maybe 3 hours. So that's 15-20% of the entire day. 80 to 85% of the day, we're going to be fine. It's not going to be raining. It's going to be 50 degrees, ideal conditions for running. And so this is the part where no matter how long your race is, you really have to reframe your mind, right? You have to say, am I going to let a few minutes, or in this case, hours of rain ruin my entire day? Sometimes if you have a bad day, it's like, did you have a bad day or did you have a bad 5 minutes? So I'm doing my best just to choose my attitude right now, and I am in control of this, and to also remember that this is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Okay, so I am out here on the course. I've done about 18 miles and it has finally stopped raining. That's right, it was a downpour for like the first 10, then it was a steady sprinkle. Now it has kind of stopped. I'm feeling pretty good. I am fasted up until this point, but when I get up here to a couple of miles to my drop bag, I will start eating some quick burning carbohydrates. So like bananas, I've got some PB&J on white, that kind of stuff. Roasted salted potatoes. I'm going to try to do real food as long as I can, because there will be a time when my digestion goes upside down. Okay, I am just under 5 hours and at about 28 miles. Going well so far. I'm on my third pair of socks. My feet are healthy. I did do an outfit change. I wore water-resistant pants at the beginning of this race for about 20 miles, and I just changed into my leggings. It stopped raining. Yay! And I am in good spirits. I ate around mile 20. I'm feeling pretty good digestively and ready to roll. All right, I am exactly 6 hours in. That is halfway. I've done 33 and a half miles. So assuming I can keep this pace, I will hit my goal of 100 kilometers. The really great thing about a time-based race, like you can't DNF or you can't lose. It's the first I've done of this type, so it automatically becomes a personal record. Obviously, though, I want to do well, and so I've set that stretch goal of 100 kilometers for myself. I'm still doing the Galloway method. That is 9 minutes on, 1 minute off, or walking, and it's going really well. Of course, I feel like I've run 30 miles, but I'm feeling pretty good about the next 6 hours. I am officially 40 miles in. We are over halfway. Of course I'm feeling bad. Of course I'm feeling like I ran 40 miles, but my feet are in good condition. I am cycling out my shoes. I've changed my socks a number of times, and I am making sure that I'm putting Body Glide or, like an anti-chafe on. So far, so good. At this point, I'm trying to dissociate and just take it one step at a time. Pick them up, put them down. Pick them up, put them down. Mile 50, I am in the pain cave. If I sound happy at all, it's fake. I'm in the pain cave. I have just under 3 hours to go. It's just gnarly. But pick them up, put them down. I am focused on a half mile at a time. I'm still doing 9-1 ratio, but definitely feeling like I've run 50 miles. So there's that. All right, here I am at mile 57. I think I'm inside my final 5 or 6 miles. I feel much better than I did around mile 50. But that's probably just with the mental lift of knowing I'm almost there. Digestively, I'm still performing well. I'm still doing my Galloway method run-walk with a 9-minute run and a 1-minute walk ratio. Feeling pretty good, enjoying the camaraderie of others on the course. It's so funny how you can feel so low 1 minute in a race and then so high the next. All right, I just passed 100K. I've got 40 minutes to go, and naturally I'm still going. I hit my stretch goal, but I still want to go. All right, guys, I finished my 65 miles. And that's all she wrote. I actually came in first female overall and second overall. Wow, one of the guys out here ran 72 miles in 12 hours today. I loved this race. I will definitely be back next year, although I don't know if I will be out here for 12 hours, but I'm really proud of that 65-mile effort. That's 105K, 5K longer than I have ever gone in one effort before, and I'm really, really proud of it. Okay, I am over 24 hours out from this effort and I've had some time to reflect on how it went. I'm still chalking this up to a success, but it's not because I had a really great race out there and did well in the field. It's not that at all. It's that I stuck to the plan. I'm really, really proud of that. I'm proud of the fact that I stuck to the 9 and 1, so 9 minutes of running, 1 minute of walking Galloway method. That, of course, is to enhance recovery. And for me, it just ended up being a happy medium in terms of pacing myself and something that I will carry on into my next longer race. I'm really, really proud of that. I'm also proud that I took the time to care for my feet. I rotated out between 3 different pairs of shoes. I changed my socks 5 times throughout that race. Might seem like overkill, but it was wet during those first 20 miles or so. And if I had not taken care of my feet early and often, your feet will give out before your legs do. It would have been game over for me pretty early. Here I am, 24 hours out. My feet are fine, y'all. I have no blisters, nothing. Now, my legs are sore and I'm sort of sad going up and down stairs, but my feet are absolutely fine. I'm really, really proud of that. Another thing that really surprised me was my digestion never got away from me. Typically around mile 40, like my body is like game over. This time it did not. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I fasted until mile 20. And just to give you some background there, I am someone who fasts until 11 or 12 in a typical day. So my thought with that, and that is backed by previous 26.2 and 50K races, was that I wasn't going to feed my body and then go out for a running effort just because that's what was standard and what everybody else was doing. I wanted to do something that for me had worked in the past. And so that kind of looked like, okay, I'll take some quick burning carbohydrate at mile 20. I don't know if that's why my digestion didn't go off the rails, or if it's just my body is now used to these types of efforts and I was able to make it a little bit longer. Nonetheless, after 65 miles, I was still able to eat and keep food down. Now, did a little bit of ginger ale go a long way, starting at about mile 45, 50? Yep, sure did. But I was really, really glad that my digestion stayed intact. All in all, I am so proud of this effort. And I want to make something very clear. I'm proud of this effort not because it was the first female overall, not because the only other person that ran more than me out there that day was a 20-year-old dude. I am proud of this effort because I stuck to the plan. I surpassed my stretch goal. And even when I hit that 100K goal, I kept going. That is what I'm really proud of, and I'm feeling really good about this within the bigger picture of ultra running and eventually achieving that 100-miler bucket list item. Until I get into your earpiece again, remember, for while bodily training is of some value, godliness is of value in every way, as it holds promise for the present life and also for the life to come. That's from 1 Timothy 4:8, and this has been the Run Lift Mom podcast. Hey, Run Lift Mom listeners, you know I'm the mom of 4 kids under age 5, and therefore I am always looking for ways to work smart, not hard. Anchor is the smartest way to make a podcast. Let me tell you why. First of all, there are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer, but Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you, so then it can be heard on places like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and a whole lot more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It is quite literally everything you need all in one place. And y'all, it's free. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Thank you for listening to the Run Lift Mom podcast. What started as a passion project in February 2019 now has over 60,000 downloads and over 400 listens each day. It is amazing, and I know it is because of you, dear listener. I want to thank you for your ratings, reviews, and subscriptions. All you have to do is take a screenshot of your rating or your subscription. If you've already done it, clearly this is fair game. Take a screenshot and go to newreleasewednesday.com That's newreleasewednesday.com. That's going to put you in a drawing for a free Zaya Active outfit, top and bottom piece, valued at over $100. Newreleasewednesday.com. Show me where you have rated and subscribed, and I'm going to get you in that drawing. Thank you so much for making this passion project possible.